You are warmly welcome to Berut Counselling Service Center, where we touch lives. I am Esther Ruth Baalwa, your host. We are still focusing on the elements of effective communication. We must be very careful what we are going to say, how we present it. We must present it without leaving any room for anyone to fix in anything, or else the communication will be lost. Earlier alone, we said that the elements of effective communication are 4, and previously we dealt with the first element, which was thoughtful communication. Today we are dealing with the second element, which is active listening. James chapter 1 verses 19 to 20 says that, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let everyone be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce righteousness of God." In the Good News Bible, it says, every one of you must be quick to listen. Now, James points out the need to be attentive to what is being communicated. The need to give the individual attention, someone attention when they are communicating something is very, very important. Because communication is not only verbal, it is also the non-verbal. We need to pay attention to them, such as the body language. Our body speaks a lot when we are communicating. So if we haven't paid attention, we are likely to miss out some important communication. The facial expression speaks volumes when someone is communicating. The tone of the voice has a communication that we don't have to ignore. Silence itself is a very, very heavy message that we don't want to disguise, because all those convey a significant message. They often communicate emotions, someone's feeling. As someone speaks, they can be shedding a tear. They can be smiling. We need to pay attention to that. Intentions of what people intend to put out, and attitudes. All these things are very, very powerful, more than the words we listen to. Because listening is very crucial, because we are doing it so that we give an appropriate response. So a poor response because we did not listen is not going to build a relationship. We are focusing in order that we can worship our God. It is a disappointment if we do not pay attention. Proverbs chapter 12, verse 18 says that thoughtless words can wound as deeply as a sword, but wisely spoken words can heal. Think of a moment when you last communicated something which severely hurt and wounded someone. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 3 to 4 says that intelligent people think before they speak what they want to put out. We need to be very careful and to note that it is good to avoid speaking when we are angry. When we speak in anguish, we deeply hurt the recipient. Verse 24 says that kind words are like honey, sweet to the taste and good to the health. Remember, always to listen before we speak. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 13 in the Good News Bible says that listen before you answer. If you don't, you are being stupid and insulting. Verse 21 says that death and life are in the power of your tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruits. Therefore, the word we choose to speak can bring encouragement. It can bring love. It can bring healing. Or they can hurt, divide, or destroy. So, we must be so keen at guarding against negative language, such as gossip, slander, and any form of communication that causes harm or division. Sometimes we know how to divide and rule. We disorganize everyone on the staff. We disorganize everyone in the fellowship, in the family. Mention any community, but yet we remain connected with those people. We should avoid impulsive or hurtful remarks. We should listen in order to respond appropriately. Before someone completes a statement, you are very quick at knowing where they are going and draw a conclusion. We need to also note that for the Israelites to hear or to listen to God, it is a warning to take heed of what we hear. I remember when I was still growing up, my mother always said to this particular girl, "This girl does not listen," simply because she is told what to do and she doesn't do it. And so when someone doesn't respond to what you tell them, it communicates that they have not heard, they have not paid attention. For the Israelites, hearing carries a meaning and they need to apply what we hear. So we need to put in practice what we hear. We need to do it. James chapter 1 verse 22 says, "Do not be mere listeners to the word, and so deceive yourselves. Do what it says." By actively listening, we clarify the messages. We avoid misunderstandings. We build trust, strong relationships, and actually, we need to sustain these relationships if we are able to stay with other people, because we need to coexist. And this brings this idea that when we speak, they must listen to us, and the other way around. We gain valuable insights and perspectives, and also we can become better listeners by giving our full attention to the other person. Paying attention both physically and emotionally. By also avoiding interruptions. During the communication, my dear, we don't have to have a phone in our hands. We don't have to be on WhatsApp and to be attending messages. We are physically present, but emotionally drifted away. We also need to ask for clarifications. Did you hear me? Can you repeat? Are you with us? We also can paraphrase and summarize. And therefore, when we prioritize listening, we are able to communicate effectively. We are able to build stronger relations. We are able to achieve greater. And then we can understand. With that in mind, I encourage all of us to stress effective communication in order to live in harmony with one another. That is very, very, very key in every relationship. So, I want to stop here and ask, how has your communication with people been? How has it been in your marriage, in your other relationships, in your family? Because there is a very, very great problem that we have. There are many families which are split and you cannot find them anywhere. There are many people in the same workplace who do not talk to each other. No one wants to listen to the other one because they don't expect something valuable to come out of them. So, we need to stress that element of communication. We need to listen and get it right. I want to end by encouraging each one of us to take this element of communication very, very crucial. We need to listen to each other. We need to give our full attention to see the expressions, to hear the words, to know the emotions and all that stuff. And therefore, I remain your host, Esther Ruth Baalwa, Berut Counselling Service Center. Stay blessed.